Long ago, in a quiet village by the Great Lake, there lived a woman named Mama Nuru. She was kind and hard-working, but loneliness weighed heavily on her heart. For many years, she longed for a child, praying to the spirits to bless her with someone, to love, to hold, to call her own. Each night she sat beneath the stars, whispering her wishes into the wind, but the heavens remained silent. One morning, as she walked along the riverbank, something strange caught her eye. Floating gently on the water were 7 smooth golden calabashes. Drawn by an unseen force, she waded into the river and gathered them in her arms, marveling at their beauty. Unaware of the magic she held, she carried them home, setting them carefully inside her hut. That night, as the village slept, a faint whisper filled the air. Mama Nuru stirred in her sleep, sensing something unusual. Then, a soft golden glow filled her small hut. She gasped as the calabashes trembled and, one by one, split open. To her astonishment, from each calabash emerged a child. 7 beautiful children, their eyes twinkling like the stars above. "Mama," they whispered in unison, their voices light as the wind. "We are yours." Tears welled in Mama Nuru's eyes as she embraced them. "My children," she murmured, holding them close. But as she looked upon them with joy, the eldest child stepped forward. "Mama, we cannot stay in this form when the sun rises," he said. "At dawn, we must return to our calabashes." A pang of sadness gripped her heart, but she smiled through her tears. "No matter what, I will love you," she assured them. For many nights, Mama Nuru's home was filled with laughter, warmth, and the love she had longed for. But not everyone shared in her happiness. Mama Kibibi, the chief's wife, watched from afar, her heart poisoned by jealousy. How was it possible that a woman without a husband had been blessed with 7 perfect children? Determined to uncover the truth, she crept to Mama Nuru's hut one night. Through the woven reeds of the walls, she saw the impossible. 7 glowing children, playing and laughing as if they were born of the stars themselves. Shocked and envious, she rushed back to her husband, the chief. "Husband," she cried, "Mama Nuru harbors unnatural children, spirits, not of this world. We must act before she curses us all." The chief, intrigued but wary, called the village elders, and together they made their way to Mama Nuru's home at sunrise. She stood at her doorstep, heart pounding as the villagers gathered. The chief stepped forward. "Mama Nuru," he said gravely, "we have heard whispers of strange happenings in your home. Show us the children." Fear gripped her chest as she turned to where they had stood the night before. But now, in the light of day, only the 7 calabashes remained. Murmurs spread through the crowd. Some pitied her, believing she had simply gone mad with loneliness. Others felt an unnatural presence lingering in the air, unseen but heavy. Mama Kibibi smirked. "Where are your children now?" she mocked. The elders exchanged glances until Mizi Kondo, the oldest and wisest among them, stepped forward. "If these children are real," he said, "then love will prove their existence." Tears streamed down Mama Nuru's face as she gathered the calabashes in her arms. Her voice trembled as she whispered, "I love you, my children, no matter what happens." A hush fell over the crowd. Then, without warning, a gust of wind swept through the village, stirring dust into the air. The calabashes trembled, glowing. Once more. Gasps rippled through the villagers as the children appeared before them, standing tall, radiant, and, this time, fully human. Mizi Kondo smiled knowingly. Love has broken the spell. These are her children, as real as any born of flesh and blood. The villagers erupted in cheers. Mama Kibibi stumbled back, her face pale, as the chief simply nodded in understanding. Mama Nuru, overwhelmed with joy, embraced her children, knowing that nothing, not even the doubts of others, could take them away from her now. As the sun set over the village, Mama Nuru sat by the fire, her 7 children by her side. She held them close, her heart full, knowing that no force, not even magic, was stronger than a mother's love. And so, under the Tanzanian sky, where the stars whispered their ancient secrets, a mother and her children lived happily ever after.